want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Where is the line between being a modern-day Pharisee to declaring the truths that are in the Bible? Now, this is a really good question because what we know is the Pharisees were the individuals, particularly in the life and ministry of Jesus Christ, that quite honestly, he was the most defiant toward. He was so critical to these men who were just absolutely necessitating that one must obey the law or the Bible as it is written. But what was his struggle with them? That they were not living it themselves. So again, when we talk about Phariseeism, I want to draw two particular lines. The question asks for the line. Allow me to do two. First line is this, that a Pharisee is somebody who necessitates biblical truth for everybody except themselves. In other words, you must do it, but I have the ability or the right to not do so. The second aspect of a Pharisee is this, where they make the law for them the law for you. You say, Jeff, what do you mean by that? There are places in the Bible that there are prescriptions or there are instructions for pastors, for deacons, for elders, etc., that are not necessarily the same for just the body of Christ in general. Why is that important? Because a Pharisee would have limited ability to do and be in some areas, and they didn't like that others had quote-unquote liberty, so they would say, if it's the rule for me, then it's the rule for thee. But the problem with the Pharisees is they established the rule for thee, but oftentimes they were not obeying it themselves. So a modern-day Pharisee is not someone who advocates strict biblical truth. That's just being a biblicist. A modern-day Pharisee either advocates biblical truth and doesn't live it themselves, and or they put restrictions on the body of Christ that are only for those that have a quote-unquote specific responsibility within the body of Christ. Great question. If you have one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.